I'm sure it's nothing you don't like. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey boys, what's going on? It's your boy Clauzo here again today, guys, and today I'm bringing you a Vaath Burst deck. Now, I was playing a lot with this deck today, and I'm almost S rank. I'm 3 wins away from getting S rank, and I'm just gonna chill until tomorrow to finish those games. But I really want to showcase this deck on my channel because I thought it worked out very well for me. I've been playing it all day, and I'll show you guys some match history at the end of the video. I do it in the second half of the video, which was actually recorded before this half because the games part I was just going to upload just to showcase this deck, but I think me going over the deck as well will help out a lot, which is why we're going to make it a deck tech. So nonetheless, let's hop into it and show you my Burst Fire deck is what I call it. And I'm going to explain to you why I run every card in here and why I think you guys should run every card in here as well. Now the first card, or not even a card, our general is Vaath. It's obviously more superior than Starhorn in this deck because we're not running Decimus, and I don't feel like if you're not running Decimus, you shouldn't run Starhorn. And Vaath is good. His Bloodborne spell, he becomes basically a tank that they're going to run from. And you're going to want to burst down their general as much as you can, so the fact that Vaath can, increase his attack helps that a lot. The first actual card that we have in this deck is called Flash Reincarnation. Now, Flash Reincarnation works out with 3 cards. I mean, it works out with a bunch of cards in this deck, right? There's a bunch of plays that I'm going to explain to you that Flash works with and why I run this card in the deck. But let me name, I think there's 3 cards in, yeah, there's 3 cards I want to talk about that it pairs very well with. The first one, and we're going to go over them individually when we get there. First one is Sunsteel Defender, second one is Earth Sister, and the last one's Elucidator. And I'll explain why when we get there. The second card we're going to run, all 3 copies, Entropic Gaze. Super strong card, it's very bursty, deals 4 damage out of hand, and you get card draw for only 2 mana. You know, 3 of these in your deck, that's like, what is that, 12 damage out of hand? That's insane. That's insane. Two of these is 1 Spiral Technique. Spiral Technique is what, 6 mana, 8 mana? I forget, I don't play Songat. But 2 of these for 4 mana can do 8 damage, and then 3 is 12. So it's a lot of damage, and sometimes you can just win the game with this. Definitely if you have 2 of them in hand and they're super low on health, it's too easy. First minion, we're running Healing Mystic. This card, the reason I run it over like Shaman and Herald, is Herald the actual good healing one? Yeah, Herald. The reason I run it over Herald is because it can still provide a bit of damage even when it comes on the field. Yes, you don't get as much healing. You only get you get 2 instead of 3. But the fact that Healing Mystic is a 2/3 and can, sometimes kill things off with like 2 health is really nice. So we're running Healing Mystic. We're running 3 of them. We're running 3 Young Silthars. What can I say? Young Silthar is a staple in every Lizard deck ever. Young Silthar is just good. It's a great 2-drop. It's hard for your opponent to get rid of sometimes, and it's very nice. It pairs well against almost all decks. The card, the deck that this struggles the most against is any kind of Songai deck. Or not Songai, Cast deck, I'm sorry. Because Cast can just ping off the egg. Running 3 Saber Spine Tigers. Now here's our first burst creature of the deck. Saber Spine Tiger pairs very well with Thumping Wave. It can do 8 damage out of hand. It pairs very well with trying to get the game ending kill sometimes. It's very good at taking out Blood Moon Priestess. Anything with 3 health basically that can be a nuisance. Saber Spine Tiger is a G basically. If you're not running it in this deck, there's something wrong with you because it can do so much work. So much work. Run all 3 of them. We're running 3 Tectonic Spikes, great for card draw, great for bursting down your opponent. If you wanted to remove anything out this deck, I would suggest removing 1 Tectonic Spikes, but we definitely need 2. I run all 3 because it's maximum burst damage and it's maximum draw, so I don't really see the downfall in it. But if you wanted to run 2, you could, but I would suggest not. Thumping Wave. Thumping Wave. This is the card. This card will get you the win about 90% of the time. This on any of your burst creatures is great. Thumping Wave can also be removal, but you really don't want to use it as removal. Only use it on things like Amara Healers, or anything that has a really good Dying Wish, or anything that's super strong that you're forced to use it. But try to use it on your creatures. Don't waste your Thumping Waves. We're running all 3 of them. You have to run 3 of them in this deck. These cannot be cut. Running 3 Earth Sisters. Very good card. Even after its nerf, I think it's very powerful. It works very well with Flash Reincarnation because you can burst it out and do 2 damage to everything around, including their general. Sometimes get the win with that. It can deal with any kind of minion flood deck. It's very good against Abyssian decks. It's very good against any type of Vitruvian structure deck because sometimes that 2 damage can take out a structure, or it can take out, you know, because Vitruvian likes to spam their minions on board, unless Xerix does. So it's very effective against that. And even if you don't flash it out, it's a very solid 4-drop in itself. It's a 3/4 stats that, you know, its ability is awesome. Everyone knows it's awesome. So we're running 3 Earth Sisters. We are running 1 Earth Sphere. Earth Sphere, I feel like, is necessary. We need a little bit more healing, and I feel like only 1 Earth Sphere is needed. I don't feel like I ever need more healing than that. And sometimes when I know I'm going to play a matchup where they're going to do a lot of damage, like sometimes you'll play Riva and you'll play like that like burn high list that's going around with like crescent spears and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll keep Earth Sphere in hand even if I'm not at low health because I know I'm going to need it later on in game. We're running 3 Elucidators. This is a strong card. Like I said, pairs very well with Flash Reincarnation because on turn 5 you can flash this out and play Thumping Wave and deal 10 damage turn 5. 10 damage, and you guys will actually get to see that in one of the games that I'm bringing you. Very strong card. Thumping Wave in this turn 7 most likely gets you the win almost every time. But sometimes if you can get it out earlier with Flash, it's even better. But watch how many you play in the game because they do deal 4 damage to you, so keep that in mind. So yeah, next card. Sunsteel Defender. Now this is probably one of the only cards that's not bursty in the deck, but we are running it because it's a hard minion for your opponent to deal with no matter what deck you're playing against. Oh, excuse me. And it works well with Flash Reincarnation. So why not run Sunsteel Defender? You could probably cut these down to 2 if you really wanted to, but I like Sunsteel Defender a lot. He's a very strong minion. Force Field's great. And, you know, even if you Thumping Wave him, even if you, like, have to Thumping Wave him, it's fine. He still does a ton of damage, but Sunsteel Defender's great. Next card we're running is Dancing Blades. Now, Dancing Blades, you don't really see a lot in bursty decks. And the reason I run Dancing Blades is because it gives me that little bit of control that's really nice to have. And it can be removal. So, like, you know, Vaath can, like, just beat people down or beat minions down. And you need, like, a little bit more damage to kill that Iron Cliff Guardian. You can just drop a Dancing Blades. Or you want to get rid of that Blood Moon Priestess, but, you know, you want to, like, smack their general with Vaath. Throw down the Dancing Blades. You know, their Dancing Blades is just very effective. It's just a very effective card. And it's a very strong body. You know, if you hit this with a Thumping Wave, it's 9 damage. You know, you could run some other cards over this if you really wanted to. Like, I could see a lot of people taking this card out, but I would not suggest it. I'm telling you, try Dancing Blades and tell me you don't like this card. I think it's super strong. It's so good. And let me add that it helps that we're not running a lot of removal in this deck because there's a lot of bursty cards that we can just burst out and like deal damage anyway. So the fact that Dancing Blades, like I said, gives us that little bit of control and that little bit of removal, and it's a creature, very, very good for this deck. We're running 2 Plasma Storms. Don't take these out. You have to run both of them because sometimes one isn't enough. Very good against Vitruvian, Xerix to, you know, it's very good against Cass, it's very good against Lithy, it's very good against Tempo, it's very good against a lot of decks. Keep Plasma Storm. It's one of Magmar's strongest removal. Just keep it. Don't get rid of it. If you have to, put 3 in the deck. I'm telling you, they're going to help you a lot. And you guys will actually see that in the games that I bring you. And last but not least, we're running the Burst King himself. We're running the War Beast. How can I not? How can I not? He's perfect. Running all three of them. What do I need to talk about this card? Frenzy, and Rush. What else do you need in a card? And it deals 4 damage. If you play this turn 9, you can play this and Thumping Wave and deal 9 damage as well. Keep that in mind, but it's just a good card. But anyways, guys, that is my Burst Fire deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you do, just leave a like. You know, comment down below. Tell me if you guys see any misplays or stuff. I'm sure people will anyway. And enjoy the games, guys. See ya. Our starting hand does not look like the greatest. Kind of wish we started with a Plasma Storm. That's more ideal. Definitely against Abyssian, Plasma Storm shuts down a lot of this Varix bullshit. At least early game it does. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try not to lisp a lot of my words, but my mouth's been hurting a lot today, so it's kind of hard. Wow, this is super bright, so I'm going to try to get this out of my face. Try to block this off a little bit. It's my mic. It's super bright. It has like a red lens right here. Okay. I definitely forgot to put the sound on. So let's do that so you guys aren't, you know, so you can hear something all game. Let's turn it a little higher than that. Alright, so he's starting out with an Ooze, which isn't that bad of a play. Trade that. We could flash out a Sunsteel here. We can flash out the Sunsteel right here. We'll take the orb. It will lose its force field, but that's fine. It'll take out the 3/3, and it prevents him from ramping. I just hope he doesn't have the answer to it. But I'm sure he probably has a Blood Tier Alchemist. But if he decides to go that way, he's going to be taking 4 damage. Yeah, probably Blood Tier Alchemist. Or a Wraithling Swarm. Oh no, that's right, there's a, yep, that's under it. I forgot, that was my bad. Alright, we're gonna trade this Elucidator in. I don't really want that. Tectonic Spikes is nice here. I really don't want to give him, both of these orbs, so we're gonna summon this here. We'll smack him for 2 and call it a turn. I hope we don't lose to Varix here. I really don't want to see a Varix. Varix sucks. Not fun to play against. In my opinion, it's like the most annoying deck in the game. That or Mechazor are like my two decks that I just don't enjoy playing against at all. They're just not fun. They're just not fun at all. Anyway, I hope we can win this game here. We have a lot of burst damage in this deck. It's a very bursty Vaath deck. Kind of like every typical Vaath deck right now is very bursty, unless you're playing Smash Vaath, which is more control with a few tricks. Let's see what he does. Earth Sister is very good in this matchup because it can clear a lot of minions, which is nice. It can clear a ton of minions. Don't know what he's going to plan to do here. Alright, there's a Blood Moon Priestess. It leaves him 1 mana. He's probably going to Bloodborne spell here. Okay, that's fine. We can Tiger the Blood Moon Priestess. Actually, I could just Bloodborne spell and hit it. Unless he summons something there. Which is, of course, a Blood Tier Alchemist. Fantastic. Nothing more annoying than a fully surrounded Blood Moon Priestess. The joy. Oh, that's annoying because now I can't answer it unless we draw a Plasma Storm here. We don't. Alright, well, Entropic Gaze. There's the Plasma Storm into a Tectonic Spikes. Into me moving down and smacking him for 2. He's saying well played, so Either we won already, or he just has the 16 amount of damage in his hand. I mean, and we don't have Thumping Wave in hand, so it's not... We're not looking that great. If he hits me, it's pretty stupid on his end. I mean, I got this nice big old Plasma Storm sitting in hand, so I kind of hope he throws down his Shadow Sister here. I mean, I do and I don't. If he doesn't, he's going to be staying at 8 health, which is nice. I guarantee you he's just going to block me off. He's going to block me off. Alright, no, he's going to go face. Okay. Okay, so he's got 6 cards in hand, 5 mana to work with. If he doesn't have his Shadow Sister, because he would have played it already before he hit me, that way he gained life back. At least that makes the most sense to me. Our hand looks pretty bad, though. This, I mean, good and bad at the same time. Oh, Plasma Storm's going to be excellent here. Probably one of the best Plasma Storms we can do. Oh, yeah. Easy Plasma Storm. I think we're going to trade this Sunsteel in real quick. We got Young Sothar. Yeah, we're going to hit him with the Plasma Storm. We're going to get rid of all those little buggers. And then we're going to go and smack him for 3. Next turn, if he doesn't get fully surrounded, we can win with an Elucidator. Yeah. Kinda hope he doesn't get the answer here. Even if he surrounds him, as long as he doesn't fully surround himself, I think we can win. Because Abyssian doesn't have a lot of out-of-hand damage, besides like Rev or Tigers, but I doubt he can amount, you know, 11 damage. As long as we don't get fully surrounded here, and it looks like we're good. It looks like we actually are gonna pull away with this game. Next turn we summon Elucidator, and that's game. I mean, there's no way. He's only got 2 mana. We definitely won. Definitely won, but that Plasma Storm, like I said, came in clutch. If we didn't have it, we would have been screwed. I mean, the reason I have it in here is definitely for Abyssian matchups and tempo matchups. Well played. Okay. Oh, I guess we were 2. I thought we were 1. I must have lost the game. Thought we lost the game. Alright, let's get another one and see how we do. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we play good again. Hopefully we get another good matchup. You know, fortunately for us, we did have the we did get that Plasma Storm. Probably dropped a Flash Reincarnation. Probably drop a Healing Mystic. 1/2 drops good. We don't need 2. We don't really have a lot of things that dump our hand out early game. I mean, 2 Tectonic Spikes is a bit much, so we're probably going to get rid of 1. Flash is nice. We could flash out Dancing Blades if we really need to. We could flash it out next turn. It would be a 4/4 instead of a 4/6, but we could remove a threat with it and have a nice body minion on the board. So definitely a possibility. I'd rather not do that if we don't have to, though. If it's something small that we can just smash with Vaath, then we're definitely going to go face. Depending on the deck he's playing, though, we're either going to be playing probably a bursty deck like ours, or more of a control Vaath with a lot of removal. My deck doesn't run a lot of removal. I have Thumping Waves and like a lot of bursty cards, so they're all really removal if you look at it. Okay. Odd play. Very, very odd play, I would say. Let's drop this Flash Reincarnation. Actually, let's Entropic Gaze him because we don't really have another play to do. Okay, we got a Thumping Wave. We can probably drop one. Tectonic Spikes. Really bad turn for us. We're gonna move him up. And we're gonna take mid with Vaath. We're gonna call that a turn. Really bad turn for us. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything useful. We'll see what he does. He's sitting at 4 mana. He could opt to take the top mana tile, which is probably what he's going to do. But where I position my Young Silithar, it's kind of out of the way of the Saber-Spine Tiger. And he's probably just going to run the Saber-Spine Tiger into Vaath anyway. Maybe with a Thumping Wave, maybe a lot of early damage. Keep in mind that next turn we probably will be able to take the bottom orb if he doesn't go for it, and then we could throw down a Dancing Blades to answer whatever he plays this turn if it's a super big threat, as long as he doesn't kill our Young Silithar off. We'll see what he does. Our hand, I mean, we got two Tectonic Spikes, so I'm probably going to drop one. Like I said, he's probably going to just bash me with 3 damage, unless he decides to ramp. Okay, so he's still going to be at 3. Thumping Wave, Greater Fortitude. Okay, I was not expecting that. Not expecting that, so that's a lot of early damage. We ramped to 5. We ramped to 5, and I think we opt to, we ramped to 5. If I Dancing Blades here, I can't do anything. We drop 1 Tectonic Spikes to begin with. So I think, yeah, I think we just get the big body out just to have it out. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We don't really have any other plays. That leaves us with a bit of damage on board, which is nice. Dude, just smack him for 2. No, I think we just leave the Young Silithar there. We don't do no damage with it. I mean, he's probably going to kill it off. He's going to smack it for 3 anyway. So smack it for 3 and then smack it with the top one for 2. And kill the egg. But we do have a 4/6 on board, which we can Thumping Wave up to a 9 damage creature. If we choose to, that would leave them at 10. And then we can try to burst them down between Vaath, Tectonic Spikes, and Entropic Gaze. Alrighty. Iridium Scale, I was not expecting that. Okay. So he is opting to keep my Young Silithar alive. Him playing Iridium Scale shows me that he's running Smash Vaath and not a bursty deck like me. Natural Selection's fine, and then he's going to hit the egg. That's all he's going to do his turn, which is fine. That's actually a really strong turn for us. So I think our strongest play is to actually, we're probably going to drop one of those to begin with. Ooh. This is 10 damage. And I can flash it out this turn. Can I win? 10, 14, 15, 16. That will leave him at 1. Leave him at 1, which is not good. Not good. I mean, I could leave him at 1 and then next turn Entropic Gaze him depending on how this goes. And I think, you know what, that's probably our best turn. Let's go for it. We're gonna throw that out. We're gonna Thumping Wave him up. We're gonna leave him at 1, and then next turn we will Entropic Gaze, and hopefully we don't lose. We're at 8 health, and I hope he doesn't like double Entropic Gaze us for the loss. But we'll see what happens. He's at 1 health already. 1 health, 6 mana. Cards we don't want to see right now are Earth Sphere, really any type of healing. any kind of... Okay, he's running away, so that shows me he doesn't have like a bullshit Drogon combo. And we can just win without a out-of-hand damage at this point. If that's all he's got, we won. That's all he's got, we won. Yeah, he can't. That's a good game. That's a good game. Well played. Well played, sir. You know, the fact that we got to burst him down before he bursted us down just made him play a bit more defensively than he probably wanted to. And we applied a lot of pressure very, very early. But anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these games. They were pretty fun. You know what? I'm probably going to bring you the deck tech of this video if you guys want. I'll bring it to you guys in the first half, and this part will be the games. Because I think it is a very good deck, and I think it's very good for laddering. Just to show you guys my match history, don't mind the losses. I was on a bad loss streak, man. And I played, you know, Doctor Who twice, and he's basically a pro, so... but before that, man, I was on fire with this deck. This is all the same deck. You know, you win some, you lose some, and you know, once you start to lose and you start to tilt bad, then this happens. And at that point, you should just stop playing, which is what I did. And I came back here a little, you know, 8 hours later, and I'm back to winning 2 games in a row, you know? Once you calm down after those losses, it's pretty good. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think of this deck. And as always, I'm your boy Clazo. Hope you guys keep on dueling, and I'll see you guys next time.